Oh, I know, and I know I would. I'm not saying that I'd go in there and kick ass and win the whole thing, because you never know until you're out there what's going to happen, because you're totally by yourself. Like this season on that show, and for the listeners out there, it's Alone on the History Channel. The concept of the show is they have 10 people out there, and you're supposed to outlast the other 9, and you don't know when they quit, and you just got to. You go out there and survive with, and they give you have 10 items of your choice that you want to take with you, and that's all you get. And so I'm a huge fan of that show, and so my goal is to try to get on that show. Hopefully I'll get on it, and right now I'm in the process. I've already got some video done for my audition tape, and I'm going back in the woods again to finish up doing that here in a few weeks. I got some bookings coming up, so I don't really have time right now to finish it. But in a few weeks, I'm planning on going back in the woods and getting all that stuff wrapped up, so I can get it the tape get it edited and put together, and so I could send it into the History Channel. And hopefully they'll pick me as one of their cast members for the show. Because I promise you, because some of the guys you watch on Alone right now, it's just kind of humdrum, and it's like, okay, let's move on to the next guy. Because the whole concept of the show is they give you all this video equipment, and you have to video yourself the whole time that you're out there. So you're constantly dragging camera equipment around, and you've got to constantly video yourself. Because and when they go into post, that's how they put the show together, and they get all the video and put everything together and try to get the best scenes and everything and best stories and stuff like that. Because I honestly think that the whole wrestling world would tune in, whether they like me or not. They would tune in to see if I survived or if I would fail. So, and I can't guarantee I'm not going to fail, but that's the chance I want to take. But I know, and I know I can do it, but I don't know. But you just don't know. Anything can happen out there. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. Anything can happen. And there's bears out there. There's mountain lions. You have all kind of predators, wild boars, everything. So your back's against the wall when you're out there by yourself, and you don't have any firearms or anything. So, but yeah, it would be very interesting TV, I promise you, if I get on that show. Because, like I said, the whole concept is you have to constantly video yourself 24 hours a day, I guess, except when you're sleeping. But, yeah, as soon as you wake up, you got to turn that camera on and start filming yourself doing things, surviving, fishing, foraging your food, making traps, building your fire, building your shelter. Main thing is just trying to get food. That's the main thing. And see, as a person that works out all the time, and I shave my legs, shave my arms, I shave my chest, shave my face, I'd probably come out of there looking like a bear, a hairy bear. So it'd be interesting to see the transition from the first day I'm there, and if I happen to be there 30, 40, 50 days in, to see what I look like the 50th day. Probably be called the Incredible Shrinking Master. Because, see, what I would probably do is, I know what I would do is I would make weights out there. I would carve me some weights I'd chop trees down and do the best I could to make a gym in the forest some way, somehow, so that way I could sustain some sort of muscle mass in any possible way I can, because obviously you're not going to be able to work out there or do anything. So I would be working out there, and it would be pretty damn entertaining, I'm sure.